Today on the workbench, we have a vintage 1980s Tamiya Hornet. So this car is really special to me because this is an almost all original Tamiya Hornet. This was my very first car. My dad got a Hornet for me and a Grasshopper for my younger brother, and we each built the kits. I remember sitting at the kitchen table for like a week or so with the parts strewn out, you know, and the instructions, building it all and then racing it, and I would drive it all the time. And you know, it's really survived pretty well the last 30, 40-ish years. I mean, you know, this thing is not young, but it's really held up, which is pretty amazing. I mean, I've replaced a couple of things, but let's take a look. But you know, it really, all in all, it's still together. You see, this is the original body from the 80s that I painted. I've had to buy some new parts, and some parts I just couldn't get, so I replaced those with 3D parts and things like that. But you know, all in all, it's held up pretty well. So when you look at this Hornet, it has most of the original parts from the 80s or recent replacement parts direct from Tamiya to make sure that it stays as stock as possible. Obviously, these front wheels and hubs are new. These front wheels and hubs are new as well. These are Grasshopper wheels, but I like that better. The Reedy Firehawk motor obviously didn't come with it, but that was replaced probably sometime in the mid-90s. And also the mechanical, at the same time, the mechanical speed controller was replaced with this Duratrax Blast reversing electronic speed controller. It's still got the Tamiya plugs. I did upgrade the radio system so it can work with my new radio, so I'm not stuck using this. This is the original transmitter that I used to use when I was driving this car with the sticks. But other than that, it's mostly the original parts. In the back, you'll see there are new shocks. Something was wrong with the original shocks and I just couldn't get them to work. So I looked at buying a new kit, but the cost was really expensive to get an actual authentic kit. So I bought these replacement ones. And then just to make them fit a little better, I copied the original Tamiya parts and I designed in, then I 3D printed that attachment, which basically is what used to be from the original Tamiya kit, like 3 different pieces, but instead I designed it to be one piece to fit into the cup there so it would still work. And then the last thing I did was I needed to create spacers for the, you know, for the shock collar here. So I 3D printed just the right size spacer there to make them work, but the geometry should basically be what it was on the original Hornet. And this looks like the original pieces. It's just one solid 3D piece, a 3D printed piece, as opposed to the 3 pieces coupled together. Otherwise, everything else on this car is original or stock. I know it's very clean. I did take it completely apart at one point and wash it all, and I did have to replace a few parts with original, you know, reproduction Tamiya parts. I guess the reproduction, I'm not sure. Like, so the bumper is a Tamiya part, the Nerf bars. They're new, but they're actual Tamiya parts. It's not aftermarket or anything like that. So what I'd like to do today with this car, though, is I want to keep it going and get it back to near mint. The body is great. It was a lot of fun. It's lasted. It's a little broken, you know, but I wanted to make a new body for it. So if you take a look, I was also able to source this Hornet body, a new Hornet wing, a brand new driver. So we're going to paint up a new driver and assemble him, and a new set of stickers. So we're gonna go with a new paint job, put the new stickers on, paint up the driver, and try and make it look as clean and as ready to go as possible. Well, that didn't work. Okay, let's try that again. So I just opened up the sticker sheet and discovered something that would have been really nice to have known ahead of time. There are window masks. So for the record, if those of you want to remake your Hornet, there are no window masks that come with the body. The window masks are packaged with the sticker sheet. So that was something I just discovered. It would have been nice to have known that yesterday. It is the next day. We painted this guy over the weekend. I also didn't realize this is supposed to be clear. I painted it white because there is a matching window mask for that. So again, had I realized there were window masks, some of this overspray and stuff could have been avoided. But all in all, not too shabby. Also took a look and dug out my copy of my original Hornet manual. I don't have my original anymore. It got destroyed. Just to see where the stickers went. And if you look, you know, in the original manual, it showed you where the stickers went. Unfortunately, also things have changed, and the numbers on this modern sticker sheet, this reproduction sticker sheet from Tamiya, does not match the numbers that are here. But you can eyeball it. Like for instance, this is 10 and 11, or no, 11 and 12, and here they're 9 and 8. So, you know, you just gotta look and kind of eyeball it and see what goes where, but it should be good to go. Now the sticker sheet is not pre-cut, so you're gonna have to be very careful. Get yourself a sharp X-Acto knife, start cutting, and you know, keep the body clean, and get those stickers on there. So we are going to do that now. That was a lot. It's done. There's some things I did right and some things I did wrong. I probably should have painted these bars silver as opposed to using stickers. And from 3 feet away it looks great. But when you look up close, my taping job wasn't so good there. At one point I spilled a little bit of silver paint across the entire workbench, so you can see it right there. You can see some silver here. So let that be a lesson. When you move to the enamel paints, make sure the caps are really secure before you shape them. I was able to clean up most of it. Definitely got a little bit of overspray there. I really should have taped the holes. We also learned a lesson, that is, check all of the bags that have stickers before you mask out the windows. You might be surprised that you find window masking, and you'd learn that that is a back window. But I will be honest, all in all, I am fairly happy with the way it turned out. A little bit of overspray there. Came out okay. I don't love the red with the stickers. I thought the color would match a little bit more. It's a little off. It's okay though. I would give it a solid B. I would give it a B. I've done better. All in all, I think it came out okay, but I think I could have done a better job. If I were to do it again, I would do some things differently and make sure that the lines were a little crisper, and maybe test the red color against the stickers. Something a little richer, I think, might have looked better. Just some of the stickers lifting a little bit, so I'm gonna go around and tighten all that up. All in all, it's okay. I like the way it looks. I'm probably gonna run it with the old body. You know, and this can be the shelf body, but It's a really nice looking display body. It sort of, you know, harkens back to the original. I had never, with my original one, put on the stripes, so I wanted to see what it looked like with the stripes. All in all, it's okay. Solid B. Thanks for watching. As always, please like this video and subscribe.